Hey guys, Steph Davis here from flipthiswholesaler.net, where I teach you to make more money, flip more houses, and kick more ass. I am here this week on a Friday afternoon with a Q&A Friday video for you guys. And my question today comes from Chris. And Chris writes, "Hi Steph, I recently put a property under contract from my direct mail campaign to probates. I have it under contract for $110,000 and have been marketing it at $120,000 for almost 2 weeks. Yesterday, I got a cash offer from one of the heavy hitters in my market for $110,000. He said he's already done his due diligence and can close at any time. This is the only offer I've had after 2 weeks of marketing. Any suggestions on how I can make this work? The seller owns the house free and clear and is very motivated. We're supposed to close next Friday. Thanks in advance, Chris." All right, so Chris has this probate deal under contract at $110,000. He's been marketing it for 2 weeks at $120,000, no offers, and now he finally got an offer from what seems to be a serious cash buyer for $110,000. Obviously, the problem here is that there's no room in the deal for Chris with those numbers. He's got it under contract for $110,000, got a buyer for $110,000. So what I would do, Chris, you said that the seller is very motivated and that they own the property free and clear. I would go back to the seller and see if you can renegotiate a lower price. There's no guarantee that that will work, that they will agree to it, but it's definitely worth a shot, and the worst that can happen is that they say no. I actually had a student, this is a couple of weeks ago, in a very similar situation to you. I told him, you know, go back to the seller and see what you can do, see if you can get a lower price. He was he had an inspection period in his contract, and he still had a couple of days left of his inspection period. So he went back to the seller. He told the seller, look, I have my contract to go through the property. I missed some major repairs. I'm going to need to get this for X amount. And he was trying to get it at $15,000 less than what they had originally agreed upon. The seller ended up calling him back the same day, actually, at the end of the day, and dropping his price $10,000. So he was able to find a buyer in a couple of weeks, and he's going to make $5,000 on this deal. This was a situation where he was ready to walk away from this deal, and just by making a 5 or 10 minute phone call, he was able to salvage it, and now he's going to make $5,000. So it's definitely worth a shot. Like I said, there's obviously no guarantee that it will work, but I would try it, especially if the seller is motivated and they own the property free and clear. They've obviously got room there to lower the price. So that would be option number one. Also, you said that you've got it under contract for $110,000. You've been marketing it for $120,000. That's $10,000 of wiggle room in there. I don't know if you've done this already, but any buyers that you have already talked to, I would give them a call back and drop the price and see if they would be interested. And one thing I wanted to point out too, and this is very important, especially for those of you who are just getting started when you get your first couple of deals under contract, especially if you're not that familiar with your market. If you are presenting your deal to buyers and buyers are telling you, no, I'm not interested, try and get a number out of them anyway. Say something like, okay, well, if it doesn't work at $120,000, what number would work for you? This is a great way to learn your market. If you've got a deal under contract and you talk to 20 buyers, 25 buyers, and they're all telling you, no, I'm not interested at $120,000, I would need to get it around $100,000 or $105,000. That is going to be a great education. It's going to let you know the next time you go to negotiate a deal in this area, you're going to know that your number needs to be a lot closer to $100,000. So just make sure that you are, when you're talking to these buyers, even if they say no, that you get or try and get a number out of them. So that would be another option. And then finally, this buyer of yours, this potential buyer of yours, I don't know if they just threw out a number, if you guys have gone back and forth, but you can always try and get them to, go up. Even if they go up $1,000 or $2,000, that's better than nothing. So those would be my three ideas or three options for you. If anyone else has any other ideas, feel free to leave them below in the comments. Before I sign off today, for those of you who have been emailing me and inquiring about my coaching program, I am opening up the doors for spring enrollment this coming Monday. That is March 17th. So 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the doors will be open. You can go to, if you're on my email list, I'll be sending out an email with details Monday morning. But if you go to flipthiswholesaler.net/coaching, that's where you can sign up. Again, the doors will open this coming Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope to see you guys in the program. Guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.